The truth about constant low-level inflammation. There are days when nothing is clearly wrong, but something does not feel right either. You're not sick, not in pain, not dealing with anything obvious, but your energy feels lower than it should. Your focus drifts more easily. It is subtle, almost easy to ignore. And because nothing stands out, you just move on. Over time, that slightly off feeling can start to feel normal. You adjust to it. You stop questioning it. It becomes part of your baseline. Once something becomes consistent, it stops feeling like a problem, even if it is not ideal. Inflammation is usually associated with something visible like swelling or pain, but it can also exist at a much lower level inside the body. This kind of inflammation does not always produce clear symptoms. It is not intense enough to get your attention, but it affects how your body functions. Low-level inflammation works slowly. It does not interrupt your day in a dramatic way. Instead, it shows up as small changes, slight fatigue, reduced clarity, slower recovery. None of these feel serious on their own. But together, they create a pattern that is easy to overlook. You go through school, complete what you need to do, and everything seems fine. But by the end of the day, you feel more drained than expected. Not exhausted, just worn down in a way that is hard to explain, and it happens often. Low-level inflammation can be influenced by many factors: diet, stress, sleep patterns, and physical activity. These are not extreme factors. They are part of everyday life. That is what makes this pattern common. Even though it feels consistent, low-level inflammation is not fixed. It can increase or decrease depending on how the body responds to different conditions. That means small changes in habits can have noticeable effects over time. Sometimes the difference only becomes clear when something improves. Better sleep, less stress, more movement. Your body feels lighter, more stable. And that contrast shows how much of the previous feeling was not actually normal, just familiar. Because low-level inflammation does not feel urgent, it is easy to ignore. But over time, it can affect how your body functions in ways that are not obvious. Recognizing it is not about overreacting. It is about understanding what your baseline feels like. Not everything that feels normal is ideal. Constant low-level inflammation can shape how you feel. Once you start noticing those small patterns, it becomes easier to question what you have been accepting as normal. Thanks for watching.